जिंदगी का ऑडियो टेप बाय अमैंथा।
Hello and welcome to the third episode of my podcast Zindagi Ka Audio Tape. I am Amantha and I'm here to tell you a new story this week. I hope you have caught up with the previous story about paragliding and I hope that it touched you in some way. Okay, let's begin with today's story. Today's story is about a random act of kindness that I experienced. I think that in today's world, everyone is in this super rush, super hurry to get somewhere, to do something, to be something, to achieve something. There's like no pause, right? So, in the middle of all of this, I think that kindness is a blurry image. And in this time, I had the chance to experience a beautiful random act of kindness. So, this was a couple of years ago, 4 years ago, when I was invited to a friend's wedding in Hyderabad. Okay, and I didn't know who else she had invited. I had no clue. I just knew that she invited me, so I was going. No other friend group or anything like that. So she said that she's booked a place for me, and this is the address. So I was super excited. I packed and I shopped for her wedding, and I was get set go. I was on a flight. I reached Hyderabad and it was in the evening. Okay, I reached in the evening and then I took a cab to go to this address that she had sent me. Now in the cab I was building castles in the air that I will reach the hotel, I will go, I will aram se chill, relax, order something in, have a great time and all this. I made all these big dreams in my head, and then however there were different plans laid out for me. The cards were being dealt while I was daydreaming about relaxing. So when I reached the spot that she had given me, the cab driver said, your location is here. And I just looked around and there was no hotel. I could not spot the place she had given me. And I was like, what am I supposed to do? And I called her, so she was not answering. So I was like, okay. And the cab driver was like hurrying me that get off, because he was constantly getting a call, I think, for his next ride. So he was like, I can't wait another minute, you please get off. And I was like, where am I supposed to go? So he's like, you figure, whatever, get off. So I said, okay. So I was like in this muddled head where one part of my head was like super worried, one part was like, okay, we need to like keep everything aside, get off and figure this out, because that's the only thing I can do right now, so let's just focus on that. So I paid the guy, I got off. I had a sling bag and a suitcase with me, okay, because I was there only for 2 days, so luckily I didn't have a lot of luggage. So I got off with my stuff. I stood at the corner of the road and I just scanned the place and I could not find the hotel. Then I thought, okay, maybe it's a little away, I'll walk around and I'll figure it out, because Google Maps kept saying that your destination is 1 minute away. So I thought maybe I've missed it or something, I came ahead or something. So I went behind and I kept searching. All I could see were residential societies, buildings, classes, shops, but no hotels anywhere around. And then I thought, okay, maybe I'm in the wrong place or something. So I started asking the locals around that, do they know anything like this? And they were like, there is no such thing over here, what are you looking for? And then I said, I'm looking for a hotel. And they were like, actually, you know what, there are no hotels in this area. There are PGs but no hotels. and it was around 8 o'clock by the time I had gone back and forth the same street about 2 to 3 times, and it was 8 o'clock, and I slowly started to freak out that, oh my god, like, I haven't had any food, I don't have a place to stay, and I am stranded in the middle of a random street. What am I supposed to do? And my phone battery was running out. I had like barely 15% battery left. So I was like, oh my god, what am I going to do now? Then I thought that maybe I'll check in the other direction. So I went to the other end of the street, and that just opened to the main road, which again had no hotels or anything. And now I really didn't know what to do. I was like, there seems to be like no way over here. So I thought I'll pause for a bit. So I stood at like one place, and I was trying to think, what can I do. I tried calling my friend multiple times, but she wasn't answering. So I was like, maybe she must be busy with family or with wedding prep or something. But okay, she's not answering. Just then, one Sardarji walked up to me, and he said that, hey, you've been, going around for a while. Are you looking for something? And then I said that there's this address that I have that I am not able to locate, and I'm just stuck here. And he was like, you know what, let me help you. So he said, first come inside. So he took me inside. He had this coaching center of his. So I went into the coaching center. I kept my suitcase. He gave me a place where I could keep all my stuff. I said, my phone battery is dying, and he said, okay. He gave me a charging point so I could charge my phone, and he did the kindest thing after that. He said, come, I'll come with you. I know the area, so I'll try to help you to find this place. So he pulled out his scooty and then said, Arey, hop on, we'll go and look for the place. So at first I was like really nervous, because here's this guy I don't know at all, who's a complete stranger, who's asking me to hop on to his scooter and saying that he'll help me. But somehow something about him told me that, okay, maybe, I'll take this chance, because I have tried everything else and nothing worked. So maybe I'll take this chance. So I hopped on, and I kept telling him that this is the address, and we went around 2 blocks looking, asking people, and everyone just told us that there's no such thing, no such hotel here. You've got the address wrong or something. And then we, after about half an hour of searching and searching, we came back again to the coaching center. By this time it was 9, and yeah, it was getting late. I was hungry. So we went back to the coaching center, and he was like, can I do something for you? Would you like to, like me to see if I can arrange a stay for you or something? And I said, no, it's okay. By then my phone had gotten some battery. So luckily I had an aunt who like lives in Hyderabad. So I called her, and she had been texting me. So I called her up and I told her that this is the situation, and she said, you know what, just forget everything and come home. Please come home, because Hyderabad now is not as safe as it used to be earlier. So don't be outside, and don't go to some random new place to stay and all. Just come over, it's okay. So then I booked a cab, and I was headed to my aunt's place. But I was really surprised by that Sardarji's act of kindness. He didn't know me, he didn't get anything in return, but he happily helped me. I don't think anyone would do that. And it was really, really nice. My heart was really warm by that gesture. I thanked him a lot, and he was like, "Oh, please, it's completely okay. Reach safe, be safe." Yeah, and I was totally surprised. In life, the universe has a way of talking to you, giving you messages. The year before that, I had experiences where I really needed people to be there for me, and they never showed up. So I kind of became like ki, when in need no one really shows up. It's okay, I only have to figure it out. So this experience that I had in Hyderabad was like the universe's reminder to me that, hey, you know what, when you need it, someone will show up. Don't get hung up on one incident or some incidents that happened in your life. Don't stick with that. Something different could happen. So it really kind of changed my belief, and it made me see that people do show up when you need. And it was just a really, really nice thing. It was the most random act of kindness someone showered on me, and it felt beautiful. So that was my story for today. Some of the things that I took back from that story were that sometimes, even when you have a plan, when you seem to have a perfectly well made plan, everything can go haywire. You never know. Secondly, when in a situation that has abruptly occurred, the best thing to do is to keep calm and think of solutions in that moment rather than panic. Because if you panic, then it becomes very difficult to sustain yourself in that moment, and to make sense of things that are occurring or that might even be in front of you. So the best thing to do is to keep everything aside, be calm, and think of solutions in that moment that are possible, that are doable. The third thing I learned is that it's okay to be a go getter and to be someone who wants to figure things out by themselves. So you try your best, and then it's okay to receive help. So it's very important to be open to receiving any kind of help, love, everything. Just being open to receive makes it very easy and nice. I think that's something important that took me time to learn, but I think it's important. Another thing is, once again, safety is always important, especially when you're in a new unknown place. So having like being aware of what kind of locality you are in, what time it is, having your phone charged, little things like these help a lot to kind of have a bearing and have control over your own safety. Yeah, and these are my takebacks from this story. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back with another story next week. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more such videos and many more such stories from me. Thank you. See you. Have a great week ahead.
जिंदगी का ऑडियो टेप बाय अमैंथा।